All right, you remember this. This was breaking news yesterday. It was a scary moment in Huntington Beach as a pilot of this plane was forced to land on the sand. It happened yesterday again, but today that pilot is still the talk of the town. Now we're learning more about the messages written on the side of that plane. NBC4's Hetty Chang is live in Huntington Beach where the plane is still there, Hetty.
Yeah, Annabelle, and you're going to hear more about that messaging on the side of the plane in just a second. But yes, it is still here, just waiting to get towed out of the parking lot here in Huntington Beach. That'll likely happen tomorrow. But people have been stopping by all day long, taking pictures of the plane. Some people who didn't see the news yesterday asking, how did the plane get in here?
It's interesting, but it's miraculous that he didn't get harmed or nobody else.
Mike Bremner is somewhat of a celebrity around Huntington Beach today. He's the pilot who shortly after takeoff from John Wayne Airport yesterday afternoon lost engine power.
Cherokee 4512 Romeo, mayday, mayday, mayday. We've lost our engine. We're just coming up over the shoreline.
The experienced private pilot was in a mayday situation, and he made a quick decision to land on the sand. We asked Bremner more about that skilled landing and more about the motto on the side of his plane.
We were flying along and the engine it was operating at full power, and then it went zoom down. And so you conduct a very quick check to see if you can get it restarted. Not much different than your car. And that's when I turned to Griffin and I said, hey buddy, we're going down and we're going to be on the news. Because the plane landed and there was no damage to the aircraft, there was no damage to public property, and nobody got hurt. As far as the NTSB is concerned, we'll hand it over to the FAA just to, dot the I's and cross the T's. They'll investigate to try to find out why the engine failed.
So Mike, yesterday when we were talking, we did notice your tagline. It said, elevating elder dignity. What does that mean?
So if you're an elderly person and you have a big heart and you get financially defrauded, how do you feel? We are flying the airplane and trying to raise awareness to elevate elder dignity, meaning that, look, it's not your fault and you're not the only one.
Yeah, so we learned that Bremner is not only a pilot, but he is the founder of his own nonprofit. And you're going to hear more about that part of the story coming up at 5 o'clock. Annabelle.
All right, looking forward to it. But in the meantime, what's going to happen with that plane, Hetty?
Yeah, and believe it or not, the plane has zero damage, not even a scratch. But Bremner says, unfortunately, in order to get it out of this parking lot, they're going to have to dismantle the plane, get it onto a tow truck, and then get it towed back to its hangar at John Wayne Airport.
We are standing by for that movement to happen. Hetty Chang, thank you so much. Appreciate the update.